Hey everyone, my name's Jeff, and I'm loving Oregon living. Today, especially, out on the Deschutes River. I woke to the full moon setting and bright alpenglow up on Mount Hood. After a dog walk through the morning's light snow, I'm going moto camping at Macks Canyon on the Deschutes River. Roxy and Keika hate it when I go, but I gotta go ride. Macks Canyon is a BLM campground along the Deschutes River at the very end of a 17-mile-long gravel road heading north from Sherrars Falls. I just love winter moto camping here in February. God, I love this dirty bike. One of the things that makes this canyon so cool is the trains along the river. This train bridge goes straight into this mountain tunnel, and then back out the bridge on the other side. As I arrive at the campground, the wind was still cold, but the sun was shining big time. I'm glad to be here. I get my camera out to show a good panoramic view of camp, and I'm reminded of the Great Deschutes Railroad Wars, the very reason there are tracks on both sides of this canyon. The war began when two different corporations were formed at basically the same time to pioneer a path into Central Oregon to tap into the lucrative timber industry there. Both parties had heavy backers, all bent on getting rich, and each was determined to be the first to build a railroad in the Great Deschutes River Canyon. In 1909, the construction began almost simultaneously on both sides of the river. By May of 1910, it began to seem pretty obvious this was a potential loser for both parties, and an agreement was formed for both corporations to share a single Deschutes River track. Okay, history lesson over. Time to pour myself a drink while I think about how easy it is to ride my motorcycle down the loser side of the Great Deschutes Railroad Wars. God, I love this dirty bike. Here comes Scott PDX, the gracious soul that gave me his old GoPro Hero3 Plus. Please visit Scott's YouTube channel at Scott_PDX. Only 2 trains rumbled down the valley while we were here. It was seldom enough to actually enjoy the power and the sound these behemoths make in this deep canyon. The night train had me howling at the moon. This is my 3rd trip camping at Macks Canyon in a February winter. This is the first time I've moto camped here, having brought a truck the past 2 times. Every trip has had awesome weather. It's almost spring here, and still very much winter at home. I feel pretty fortunate that I got to see the moon set this morning, and I get to see the moon set again tonight over the Great Deschutes River Canyon. It was cold for a while when we first woke up, but when the sun came out, it warmed up fast. We hung around and camped for quite a while. We took our time and enjoyed breakfast and coffee in the calm, warm sun. This is what camping in Oregon is all about. I filtered water from the Deschutes with my easy gravity flow filter system and just generally enjoyed the morning. We got out for a walk along the river to the east side's old trestle foundations. It sure would have been neat to see this big timber trestle here before it rotted away. Climbing what's left of the old trestle foundations, you can still see what's left of the timbers and ties used to build this trestle and railroad that was actually never used by trains. This rail, to now just a trail, continues all the way to the Deschutes confluence with the Columbia River. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if we see some of you adventurers out at Macks Canyon next February, as we all take a long, beautiful winter ride across Oregon together.